They said it was impossible. They said,
you can't put together the most elite team of comic book reviewers on the planet and do, a podcast or something like that?
Despite all that, today we can proudly announce. Yeah, they were right. We couldn't do it. So instead, we brought you the most vile, ignorant, unprofessional group of comic book enthusiasts we could find. This is Panel to Panel, the Game Rage Magazine comic podcast.
Welcome back, everyone. Panel to Panel. My name's Josh, here today with good buddy Adam.
Yep.
And today we're going to be talking about Daredevil number 19. But first, before we get into it, we need your help. We need you to go to YouTube. We need you to comment and subscribe. Well, mainly subscribe. We're 18 subscribers away from our goal, and we just need some help. Just a little help. Just help us out. If you want to follow there, also like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to follow us on social media, we're at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. Adam is at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram, and you can check out the All Gas No Trash podcast. Also, if you like anime and manga, you can check out Anime Syndicate and follow Frank at anime_syndicate_podcast. All right. I'll take care of that. Let's get right into it. Daredevil 19, Inferno, 1 of 2, The Kitchen's Fall.
Hell yeah, brother.
Marco Cicchetto, back in action. So, basically, we've got the aftermath of the Libris kidnapping. Safe and sound. The kid was returned.
And the father died. And we get essentially everyone in the kitchen just kind of going about their lives. And then all of a sudden, some shit blows up. Just, and you see these assholes pop in. You got what's his name? Rhino. Crossbones. Fucking Bullseye. And Stiltman somewhere. Yeah. I don't know. I forget who that asshole is.
Whatever, yeah. But you get Crossbones with a goddamn fucking machine gun and a goddamn grenade launcher. And he just says, let's tear this neighborhood apart. And the cops that are there are like, oh, fuck, call it in. And they're just getting lit up. And everybody's around. And Daredevil and, Matt Murdock and fucking Cole North are in the car trying to get through, and there's a guy, there's cops in front of the kitchen, and they're like, oh, we're just following orders, man. They told us to cut off all traffic. No one comes in, no one goes out. Everybody goes whatever. And Daredevil's like, man, something's wrong, dude. Like, this guy's dirty. We know something's happening. And fucking Cole North is like, why the fuck are these guys not letting us in? Like, we're not allowed to patrol, and but now civilians can't even go in and out. Like, man, that's weird. And he's like, oh, hey, my partner's calling me. And he's like, oh, hey, Green, what's going on? And he's just like, oh, God, it's a massacre. They're fucking killing us all. Like, oh, the switchboard won't even put me through into the precinct. God damn it, we're all dying over here, man. Oh, good God Almighty. We have been broken in half. And
Hell's Kitchen is on fire.
Yeah, basically. And so he's like, yo, guys, there's something going on in the kitchen. We got to get in there. And they're like, look, man, no one goes in, no one goes out. And he's like, yeah, just orders. And he fucking busts through the goddamn thing. And you see all this shit going on from the perspective of one of the fake Daredevils. And he's like, his name's Hector. And his dad is like a zombie fucking sitting in a chair, fucking old as hell. And he said, oh, no, it's just some construction. Don't worry. And he's like, yeah, I get you. So he goes out and he gets his fake Daredevil costume. And he's going to go fucking out on the town. And, man, these dudes are just fucking shit up. These guys that the Stromwinds have sent into town to pacify it and reset it, essentially. They're going to hard reset this fucking town, this part of town. And this lady has her kid, and one of the dudes that's on top is like, oh, what do we have here? Oh, a young mother in distress. He's like, man, I hate mothers. I wonder why that is. Obviously, he was clearly abused as a child. And so he starts fucking shooting at him, and he shoots fucking Sammy, man, the guy who owns the shop. Fucking shoots him right in the goddamn head. dead.
Bullseye.
And man, so sad. Like, it's like, fuck, man, we got to see this guy over the last 19 issues be a small character in the neighborhood, like, and damn, now he's dead.
Now he's fucking dead.
Now he's fucking
Now,
dead.
so he can let another NPC live that
Yeah.
we'll probably never fucking see
that
again.
we'll never see again. And so he gets in there, and they're like, "Hey, man, we're supposed to keep the casualties to a minimum." And this guy's name's Bullet, I guess. This guy's Bullseye, and that dude's Bullet. And he says, "Oh, fuck off, Bullet. I got him from the front, so he didn't ruin the lady's nice clothes. I didn't just spook her. She was gonna throw a baby at me, man. Did you see that?" Like, and then boom, he gets tackled by the fake Daredevil. And he's like, "Ooh, a Daredevil." And he's like, "I fucking love killing those." And so we get into the clock shop or whatever, and they're the watch shop, and they're just like, "Fuck, man, we're getting fucked." And so this lady, she goes up, and she's like, the guy's like, "Yo, man, we need to bar up this door or whatever, block it." And she's like, "It doesn't matter, man." And she's like, "It doesn't open in, it opens out. So like, you can't bar the door from the fucking inside." So she pulls out her fucking Daredevil mask, and she's gonna get going. And they're like, "Fuck, man." We go back to Cole North and Matt Murdock in the car, and he's just like, "What is the fucking owl thinking, man? Like, even with this order, like, no cops are gonna still follow if he starts killing everybody." And he's like, "Listen, man," or Matt Murdock tells him, "I don't know if this is the owl, man. Like," he's like, "Oh shit, turn. And fucking bam, they fucking crash into one of the stilts of Stilt Man. And Daredevil gets ejected from the fucking vehicle,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know how the fuck he survived this one.
Dude,
and then Cole North is like still in the goddamn car.
Yeah, fucked up. And he said, so we get, "Oh, all right. Time for Stiltman to earn his keep." And like, listen, sure, this is cool and all, right? But at the end of the day, Stiltman, like, fuck, you got this cool ass gear, and you couldn't have came up with a better name than Stiltman.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
God damn.
Sorry ass Iron Man.
Yeah, it's weak as shit. So then he starts dropping like flashbangs or some shit on them, and Crossbones starts to get shot at, and they're like, "Oh fuck, the cops are here," and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm good, Rhino," which is funny because we were told there'd be no fucking pigs, and then he just launches some fucking with his grenade launcher, he just starts launching grenades in their direction, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, I can support this. Awesome, this is great." So then we go back to Bullseye fighting one of the fake Daredevils, which is Hector, and he says, "Oh man, look at you, you're all legit now. Like, I'm Daredevil's top baddie. Like, cool." And he's like, "Yo, man, get the fuck out of my neighborhood." And he's like, "Oh, sure," as he pulls out a knife, and he just fucking stabs this dude right in the chest. This dude's fucked up, and he's like, "Hey, Bullseye, quit playing, man. We got company." And you see all these fucking people with Daredevil masks on from the town, man.
It's like the goddamn Sam Raimi moment. "Oh, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us." You know, that New Yorker shit.
Yeah. And so then we get, it's glorious. Just glorious. And it's fucking the owl over here at the top of this roof. And he's like, "Man, the cops we hadn't paid were coming for me on account of the brat. Now they're all dead. Oh, look at this. We don't even need to fight Izzy Libris now, because basically all the customers are coming to us from the kitchen because it's getting fucking destroyed." And he's just like, "Whee!" And he just fucking jumps off the building like a fucking asshole. And we get to Cole North, and he's all fucked up, got glasses.
That motherfucker should be dead, dude.
Yeah, he should. Well, Daredevil should be fucking dead. And he says, "God, it feels like a jackhammer went off by my head, man." He's like, "I didn't get the worst of it, though." And he goes out and he fucking checks on him. And he's like, "Oh, thank God this motherfucker's not dead." And so the townspeople are beating the fucking shit, or attempting to beat the shit out of these guys. And basically, he says, "Listen, man, it was nothing personal until you fucking swung a bat at me." And he's like, all these guys are like, "Man, this isn't the shit we signed up for, man. This is supposed to be quick and easy, blow some stuff out, get paid. Do the job, right?" And so we cut to the church, and everyone gets inside, and the sister, what's her name in the story? Is it
Elizabeth?
Is it Elizabeth? Something like that? Yeah. And so Sister Elizabeth is trying to get people in there, and she's like, basically, "Get inside, like, we'll protect you." And Rhino's outside. He says, "I love smashing shit, but I ain't into smashing churches or people for that matter.
but I'm getting paid to destroy everything, so how's about I just smash you last? You got 10 minutes to clear the church. And so they're like, Sister Elizabeth, what did he? And they're like, sister? And she just walks off. And they're like, oh, it's unprecedented, sir. And we go to Fisk, and he's like, listen, man, we've ordered it, but no emergency services are going to the area. They're just ignoring us. The media isn't responding either. And there's no mention of this on social media or anything. It's a complete blackout. He's like, fuck, man, like, it's being systematically destroyed by the Strawmans. Man, I don't know what to tell you, but this sucks. I'm sorry. And so we get Daredevil in this inner monologue saying, I wake up hoping the sounds are remnants of a nightmare, but it's real. It's all real. My home is being destroyed. And he's like fucking like bleeding out as we get the fake Daredevil walking up to him. And he says, it's people. They help, they fight, they heal. And then there's like all these Daredevils as he's saying this, doing stuff, like doing these things. And he's like, we're in it together, united by, and then he's got the one fake Daredevil and he says, he's like, I tried. He's like, you did good, buddy. You did good as this guy's dying in his fucking arms.
You gotta cover up the eyes. No.
Yeah. And he's like, hold my mask. He's like, I gotta hold my mask against your wounds until medics arrive. He's like, I tried. And he's like, Daredevil was a symbol. I tainted it and they took it back. It was bigger than me. It was always bigger than me. They carried my burdens and my sins, but they shouldn't have to. And that's when, he puts the guy down and he fucking does the thing where he closes his eyes because he died. And then you get back to the church and Sister Elizabeth, well, what did they say? And she's like, we need to leave the church. He's going to destroy it. 10 minutes. And she's like, oh, my Lord. And he's like, where can we even, it's a war zone out there. There's nowhere to go. And she's like, I know this. I remember he placed me here. Thought it was best for me. A new life. And she's lighting all these candles. And he's like, Sister Elizabeth? And she's like, no, Father. And then she takes off her hood and her fucking hair is all fucking crazy. And she says, call me Mary. And we cut back to the Bullseye and the other shitbags saying, oh, man, there's just no fucking end to this. You fake Daredevils. And he chucks a knife and the real Daredevil fucking catches it. And he says, not fake, Lester. Just Daredevil, and that's where the fucking issue ends. And we get the preview of the next issue with Murdoch and fucking what's his name, the mayor, fucking Fisk, like kind of back to back, like gonna fight.
Fat body
Fisk. They're gonna fight and save the town. Fucking crazy. This one was pretty dense on the action. There wasn't a lot of like narrative here.
Not really. I think it's just kind of all setting up the moment for everything that comes afterwards. Then we got the reveal that Typhoid Mary was the nun that was in the fucking church. How she was placed there, we don't fucking know.
We don't know. So anyway, hopefully we'll find out in the next issue. So you got anything else to add?
No, man. I mean, it's fucking great to have Marco Cicchetto back.
So good.
With all the action and
yeah, it doesn't look like ass. It looks excellent.
Anatomically correct looking people.
That's true.
It's fucking great.
It's very nice. So, anyways, all right. Well, I guess I'll do it for us. You can go to Game Rage Magazine on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine, Twitter/X, Game Rage Mag. You can follow Adam at Allgas, No Trash Official. And you can follow Frank at anime_syndicate_podcast.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's it for us. Catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
That was Panel to Panel, the Game Rage Magazine comic book podcast. Thanks for listening. If you want to know more and follow along, go to Instagram and TikTok. Follow at Game Rage Magazine. If you want to follow on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Tune in next time.